All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division where the two biggest guys in the 135-pound division have a little smoke with each other on Twitter, and I cannot help but laugh as Gervonta Tank Davis is heavily ridiculed. What timing? By Devin the Dream Haney, the undisputed champion in the weight class, or as Javonte Davis's crew refers to him, the undisputed challenger in the 135-pound division. And I'm telling you, man, if you don't get the feeling of why those guys say that, dude, man, first of all, you got to get a sense of humor. And second of all, man, feel the atmosphere. But let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back. It's your boy Fanon. We are back with another boxing conversation. Thank you so much for continuing to watch the channel. If you are new to the channel, hey, thank you for coming. Hit that subscribe button. If you are a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, man, thank you so much. And also prayers go out to my guy, John Bowie. Dedicated all my videos yesterday to him. Had an accident. Hope you're doing well. Also, shout out to Stone Alone. Stone Alone's is a great subscriber and supporter of the channel. Boy, his son's girlfriend passed away. So, prayers go out to you and your family, Stone Alone. But let's get into this conversation, which is really fun for me, okay? Two guys that I like, don't necessarily like that. Well, ain't a big fan of one of their team. Can't lie about that. But two guys that I like, man, is young fighters. One is a big megastar in the sport of boxing, and another one holds all the belts in the division, and that's Gervonta Tank Davis and Devin the Dream Haney. As we know, Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney have upcoming fights. Gervonta Davis is fighting Ryan Garcia April 22nd. For no belt, but just a ton of money and in front of a lot of people. Because man, them tickets are expensive. Nosebleeds are like $1,200 for nosebleeds, right? So just a grip of dough getting made over there. But that's not everything. Devin Haney has 4 belts. So he will be defending those 4 belts in a ballroom, or he wants to go over there to Saudi Arabia to go fight Vasily Lomachenko, man, in a terrific fight. One fight, depending on how it goes, man, we'll see afterwards. But I have a suspicion that the Devin Haney Lomachenko fight might actually be a higher quality fight than the Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia, because there's something about Ryan Garcia's chin that just tells me, man, look, dude, if he gets to that body, man, and starts whacking on that body, I don't know, man. If he gets a hold of your chin, man, you most definitely can get up out of there, right? Devin Haney and Lomachenko, man, seems to be a really good fight. Favored Devin Haney to win the fight. But the funny thing is, the beef that goes on, man, whenever Gervonta Tank Davis is involved in a press conference. Now, Gervonta Davis is asked, do you think that, when you beat Ryan Garcia, it'll make all the doubters go away? And he says, nah, probably not. People always have something to say. So right on time, Devin Haney has something to say. And Devin Haney actually questions his street credibility, right? Now, to me, I find that really funny. I find the whole thing funny because really, who cares? You know what I mean? Who cares? You are who you are, man. You're raised where you're raised. Gervonta Davis was definitely raised in a very rough area, very rough neighborhood, under very rough circumstances. While Devin Haney was raised in very comfortable surroundings, in a very comfortable situation with a good amount of money around him from birth, is my understanding. My understanding is man was literally lived in mansions his entire life. That is why he was able to afford he's able to afford the training that he's gotten and the skills that he's developed in Mayweather Gym, being trained by such luminary Hall of Fame level trainers like Floyd Mayweather Sr. Has known Floyd Mayweather Sr. As Junior. I think he's probably known Floyd Mayweather Jr. his whole life. His godfather is Zab Judah, a former undisputed welterweight champion, or his godfather, maybe Joel Judah, who is the father of that. So very, 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 very very privileged background. Nothing like that over there on Gervonta Davis's side. But Devin Haney points out to the fact that, oh, you guys are all fooling you. This dude has been in the gym in his entire life, man. He ain't never done nothing to nobody. I saw him at LA Fitness. It was just me and him, and he didn't do nothing to me then. So, that means he's fake. Like, first of all, man, I think all of that is really funny because what is that going to do with what you're doing in the ring? You know what I mean? Like, what difference does it make? Honestly. However, he's telling the truth, bro. There's where he's from. That is literally the dude, from my understanding, literally slept in the streets, been in a very rough situation. And that's why he had to develop the relationship with his coach that he did, because he was trying to get out of a situation that was just really, really not good. But see, myself being a middle class kid, you know what I mean? And at times upper middle class or lower upper class, depending on how you define it with money or culture. Look, man, you can easily underestimate somebody's heart that just because they grew up and they had their own bedroom and they always had money and all of that, you can definitely misjudge somebody's heart. However, if you grow up in that situation, you should probably not go talking too much about people that didn't grow in that situation, in my opinion, just because it's bad juju. You know what I mean? It's just bad. Like, there's no reason to doubt that Gervonta Davis is somebody that will definitely fight you outside of the ring. The idea that Gervonta Davis has never been in a fight outside of the ring, to me, just doesn't sound right, because the dude's attitude shows that he is. He's not somebody that, if you watch him around people, that is kind of demure and silent and kind of sits back and, you know what I mean? He's somebody really that looks like he will fight. He's got that edge to him. He's got the look in his eye that the dude has been in a bunch of fights. And if you listen to him talk enough, he will say, man, we would go fight outside of boxing tournaments. He literally looks back, says, man, I remember being in D.C. and a good memory of being in D.C. because this was before his fight with Hector Garcia, saying, hey, yeah, I remember this because we were fighting, we were watching, we were at the amateurs and we were out on the playground fighting dudes from DC on the playgrounds. And they were like, come on, you got to fight. So he left from the fights he was having with the kids outside of the arena to go into the arena and fight. No, man, Gervonta Davis likes to fight, man. And I doubt very much that he has not had some tough situations in his life. Also, one of the sad things is that, just listening to their camp and listening to their stories about the people that he grew up with and paying attention to them, how many of those guys have passed away off violence taking place in Baltimore? So I just think it's something that you should probably leave alone. Call him like some soft suburban kid, man. That's not going to be, man. And ain't nobody really going to be buying that one, at least not from my perspective, because, I'm from a city where there's an inner city very, very close, right? And you see cats from the west side of Chicago and you're living close to the west side of Chicago, but you're not from the west side of Chicago. There's a different feel to those dudes than the people that are not from those areas. And you can tell, and Gervonta Davis most definitely. But what is most of this about? Most of this is about a little bit of envy, I think, because of where Gervonta Davis came from and where he got to. And what I mean from that is, if at the very beginning of Devin Haney's career, Gervonta Davis was a sparring partner for Devin Haney. Let me repeat that. Gervonta Davis was flown in to Vegas to spar Devin Haney, to work with Devin Haney. Gervonta Davis, after their first sparring session, asked to spar Devin Haney again, and Devin Haney turned him down, which tells you that Gervonta was the one getting paid out there. So if you see how Devin started off as kind of the golden child with a lot of benefits and his own promotional company at 16 years old, fighting in Mexico, right? Probably already knew he had a direct line to Showtime. Javonte Davis started off as somebody that wasn't signed to a major promoter and was 5 or 6, maybe 10 fights in. I think it was 10 fights in before he got signed to Floyd Mayweather Jr. But he went from there to where he is now, which is no easy path. He earned everything that he had, and he earned it the hard way. Devin Haney did as well in the ring. But, just interesting conversations. That's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.